Well, hello, Budget Dolls. I'm Margot, and welcome to Budgets Untamed. I'm with you today to talk about the numbers. The numbers and how my budget has changed since the IRS payment has been upon me, and it is now time to make that payment. And I'm also today going to talk to you about the differences in the budget that I had before and the budget that I have now, and how that payment will impact me. Also, I need to talk to you a little bit about the changes that has to be made with my sinking funds, as well as how that's going to stack up at the end of my month as far as my savings is concerned. So I want to begin telling you a little bit about what's going on the screen now. And that is the credit card debt tracker that I have decided to go with. This tracker is going to keep track of all of my payments, how much I owe, and how much I've paid so far, going up to here. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about the total dollar amount, which I think I'm going to do that on a separate video because I didn't think about that at the time. So we're going to do a separate video, and that video is going to have this tracker, and every month I'm going to show you how much I've paid and how much I owe and what's left to get to my goal toward the end of when this is all supposed to be due. So the difference is this tracker is just a visual to keep me going, letting me know how much I owe and how much is going to be paid. And this is just to let you know how much I have paid off. That's what this tracker is for. So go ahead and pay attention to the video. I think that you're going to like it. Please leave me any comments. Let's talk about this because I know that we all have IRS debt. We all have taxes. We all have lots of things that are in the arrears that we haven't paid. And this channel will just help you watch me go through my journey so that maybe it'll give you some ideas and some different ways that you can pay yours and get yours down. So if you have any questions, don't forget to leave me some comments, and we'll talk soon. Go ahead and enjoy the video. And here we go. Okay, so let's talk about the numbers. I just showed you my credit card numbers, showing you how much I owe on the credit cards, what I've paid off and what I have left. Also, this includes my IRS debt and my state taxes debt. I'm actually doing very well with this one. This one should be dwindling down. I'm also going to create a tracker that shows you how I'm paying these down. I didn't do that for this one, but I'm going to do that for the last 4 and the taxes. Okay, so how that plays into the numbers is going to be quite different. My streaming, I'm going to have to keep it at 50 because I've added the Chat GPT, so I'm going to keep that at 50. AT&T does not change. That's going to be $187. State taxes, $50 at the beginning of the month and $50 at the end of the month. IRS is going to be $160 every paycheck. Okay, so that $160 per paycheck, oh my goodness. Listen, I'm in 2 different rooms today. Hold on. I don't know how my calculator got away from my budgeting table. I don't know. Okay. It's 320. So 160 times 2 is 320. And I'm budgeting 320 because the payment is $315 a month. So I'm budgeting for that. And then credit card 1, 2, and 3. So it's actually going to be, I'm going to change this number. Credit card 4, 5, and 6. My numbers are incorrect, so I'm going to change this. So Capital One is due on the 2nd. That is going to be $25. American Express is due on the 10th, and that is $200. And then US Bank, also $200. So at the beginning of the month, I'm going to put over 100. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. At the beginning of the month, I'm going to move 100 and 100. Okay, and then at the end of the month, the same thing. Okay, so right here, my total for the beginning of the month is going to be $50. I'm sorry, I've got a mess going here. Okay, so the beginning of the month is going to be 50. $672. So that's going to be $672. Oh, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. I'm making more mistakes, you guys. So my gas, I'm going to have gas about $80, let's say. So we're going to add, and that's going to be $752. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to have to move $752 into my bill pay account to be ready for all the bills to be paid by the end of the month or whenever they're due. So you have to understand that right now there's about $1,100 in there. So all of the bills that are due for the month, for the beginning of the month, will be paid with that. And then I'm going to add $752, and then at the end of the month, we'll do this again. So that's how my numbers have changed. My numbers have changed because the IRS is collecting, I'm going to collect $160 per paycheck to have that paid off when it's due. Okay, so that's going to be a big difference for me because that $160 was going towards my savings every paycheck. So now I'm going to take, it's going to come, it's not coming out of my savings. Don't get me wrong. That's how much money I was saving towards, you know, just putting in my savings account. But now I can't. I have to use that money to pay this bill. So then at the end of the month, we're going to have to determine how much is going to be saved. So that's going to be a video where I'm going to determine how much money I'm going to be able to save during the month versus what I was saving before. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to have this video today, is just to let you guys know how my numbers have changed, and they have changed drastically. So I'm going to move the $752 over so all of the bills can be paid on time. Yeah, that's a big difference for me. And I'm anxious to see how much my savings is going to be. I have not done that number yet because I thought the bills were more important. I do understand that you have to save money before you do anything. I get that part. But I had to get these numbers straight for my expense planning before I jumped into how much I'll be able to save every month. And that is all that I have for today. Yeah, this was a task for me because I had to figure out how much I owed on each credit card, what was left, what was due, the dates that they're due, and I also had to add in that IRS bill. So that's what I wanted to do for today, and I thank you guys for joining me with this. You guys are helping me stay on track. Thank you so much for all of the kind words. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It's important that you like and comment just so that the algorithm can pick up my videos and send them on to other folks. Share my videos with whomever you think might be able to use it. And if you have any questions or comments or different ways that you've done this, please let me know in the comments. We'll talk soon, dolls. Bye-bye.